I'm very, very concerned with the way our politicians and our global governance have a total disregard for basic values, homelessness of people within a nation, mass rape of children within a nation, the care system, the abuses of power that go on are just meaningless specks to them. Yet the all-important, unconscious bias training that they seem to, robotically think is a normal way to approach life, without thinking, without feeling, without differentiation. I mean, Keir Starmer's just been sent on a course, believe it or not. Can you believe that? Unconscious bias is very important. I can have a lot of unconscious bias about people, just for different things in different situations. Anyone can be a friend, anyone can be a foe, obviously. But to blur everything as if, like this mad Jimmy Savile world where we couldn't tell what was what, everything that was freaky was supposed to be normal, is what our politics has become these days. It's what it resembles. The basic values of humanity to humanity, the responses, the natural ones, are more tick box. We have to go through a system of, unconscious bias to just decide whether we can react as a human being or not. I have a lot of unconscious tastes towards, men, art, culture, things that I like, types. It doesn't affect anything to do with how I interrelate with individuals. I mean, it colours the way I might see my ideals in the world, but that's normal, isn't it? Are we supposed to change our ideals and our hierarchy and our archetypes to somehow make them resemble things that are globalised, so that we can feel a citizen of the world, disconnected and disaffected to the things that we see around us? This sort of colonial Christian idealism where we bestow our sort of kindness on the furthest away, possibly most different thing, is insanity. Christianity is supposed to work amongst people, not be some sort of colonial sort of guilt thing that we are so superior and they are so needy that we must do this. It's insulting to people. It is absolutely insulting. I can't believe we've got a system that gets away with thinking that sort of thing is normal. I think they know it's not normal, but I think it's just a way of treating us more like animals, unthinking animals, and keeping us in line. They'll use anything to keep us in line. The authorities are good at doing that. They find a system. And they can govern with it. It's like if they suddenly said you can't walk on the pavements, cracks in the pavement, and that was law, that would change the whole way everything in the world was governed. It's as simple as that. They're just using things like that now. It makes for a more, a marketplace of the world more easily to buy and sell. People can buy and sell because they feel, everything is achievable. You can be anything artificial about the way you look and the way you feel is accepted more than something natural. And there's no coincidence that this is being promoted, because these are the things that they want to disengage and denature people with. They find it a threat. People who have a sense of purpose and identity and grounding and self, really, and identity. They always have, communists always have. And look, they're going for the farming community now. It's the wrong colour in Britain, as they did in Africa, as they do, in all communist countries. They want to monopolise, productivity. Farms is in their agenda, as it always has been, since, what happened in the Ukraine. And, we must all be sort of facilitating this sameness principle, which I spoke about in a video about 10 years ago, because it's more easy to control. Everything is a blank slate, isn't it? And we're all born, can be all systemized that way. If something doesn't work out, that's a tick box. This type of person has this situation, has this need, has this deficiency, can be treated this way, by the state. Once they've got their glasses on of dissecting everyone in that way, that makes sense to them, as if it was a computer system, as if people were computers. And it's getting more and more like that, and it's becoming very much more automated that way, and it should worry everybody, really, with the globalization that's happening now. So anyway, I'll leave it there.